Live from the Washington, D.C. area, it's the Inside Scoop, all the news that our viewers want to know. Now, here's the host.
With each other.
Welcome to Inside Scoop, Virginia.
Questions?
We are talking with nonprofits this evening because it is the end of the year, time for your charitable giving, and all of the nonprofits are incredibly worthy of your attention and consideration. So we are now going to be talking with Our Daily Bread. We have Lisa Wetzel. She is the executive director of Our Daily Bread and a resident of Fairfax City. They're very proud of being residents of Fairfax City, I noticed. Ms. Wetzel has more than a decade of nonprofit leadership and management experience. She's a proven record of success in that area. Under her leadership, Our Daily Bread has created impactful programs to increase the number of their clients that are achieving self-sufficiency. And we also have Dawn Sykes. She is the Holiday Program Manager. And this is her second year managing the holiday program for Our Daily Bread. She is a military spouse. She has volunteered all over the country in many capacities, so we're very pleased that she is able to help out Our Daily Bread. Prior to being hired at Our Daily Bread, she was a committed volunteer at the Fairfax County Department of Aging with Meals on Wheels. So, welcome both of you tonight to the show. I appreciate you both coming. I know you're very busy at this time of year.
Busy time. Yes, thanks for having us.
Our Daily Bread provides emergency services and comprehensive case management. I read that someplace. What does that mean?
Right. Well, so what we do is we provide emergency food assistance, financial assistance to low to moderate income families that live in the Fairfax County area, and to help them avoid homelessness. So we'll help pay somebody's rent, we'll help them pay their utility bill, so that they don't get get evicted, or they don't get their electricity cut off in the middle of winter or in the middle of summer. And we also have a program where we are providing comprehensive case management, and our one-on-one programs are our most effective programs. They empower clients to help them set goals, achieve those goals, and we focus the goals on financial literacy or personal finance, and then also life skills, which include workforce development. So our Project Bridge program will work with a client for over a year and help them to achieve their financial goals and their personal goals, and at the end of that year to be in a position where they are more financially stable for long term, and they also are in a better position to get a better paying job.
Okay, so Our Daily Bread, because I always think of Our Daily Bread as food. You're much more than food, right?
We are much more than food.
More.
So we provide about 1,000 families a year with with services across the board, not including the holiday program. But the majority of the clients that we are serving is through our financial literacy program. We work with nonprofits all over the county to provide classes. We also have a one-on-one financial counseling clinic down in the Route 1 area with United Community Ministries, and so I won't go into all that detail, but and we have our financial mentoring program.
Okay, so do you have a physical location? You talked about working down in South County. Are you all over the county, or where are you located?
We're located in the Fairfax County Courthouse Complex. So we're in Fairfax City, but we serve clients all over Fairfax County.
So these classes and these mentorships, do they come to the courthouse complex,
No,
or it's locally based?
What we do is we empower the community. We have volunteers that will collect, sort, and deliver food to families all over the county. We have volunteers that are trained that will go to other nonprofits to deliver classes to their clients. So it's a great partnership, and that we are able to provide that service to those nonprofits.
Now, do you get your clients referred to you from Fairfax County or from churches? How does somebody get into your programs?
Do you want to go ahead?
Well, most of our clients come from coordinated services planning or some type of social service agency within the county. For the holiday program, most of our referrals come from Fairfax County Public Schools because we kind of gear that program towards students on free and reduced lunch, but we also take referrals from other nonprofit organizations and things like that. So the holiday program is run, we have the contract with the county to run the program to service all the families who are looking for holiday assistance. So those referrals come in from all over.
Well, there is, if you look at the economic data, at least they tell me this, there's this slowly but steadily recovering economy. So is your caseload going down?
No. It's not. And I think that the reason that it's not going down is because the trend is that we've seen through the Center for Regional Analysis at George Mason. They've done a study where it shows the job growth across sectors, and from 2008 to 2014, the largest sector of job growth is the low wage jobs. And so those are our clients. They're the ones that are making minimum wage to $22,000 a year, $22,000 a year, and it's just hard to make ends meet.
Well, in Fairfax County, you can't make ends meet on $22,000
right.
a year.
It's practically impossible, and it's really hard for our financial mentors to see families that they create a budget, and no matter what they do, they're never going to be able to make ends meet. And often, if their transmission goes out, it's a $1,200 payment, or is it the $1,200 rent that they have to pay? So it puts them in a very precarious situation. So that I think that the data that we have seen shows that the trend is going to continue, and the fact that there is not enough affordable housing in our area. And this same study came out with saying that we need to be building at least 500,000 new units to accommodate these low-wage workers. 44% of those need to be affordable housing rates, which would be $1,200 per month for rent. And right now, that's hard to find.
Yeah. And it's hard to figure out where we're going to build something of that quantity at that price in Fairfax County.
Right.
That's
So we've got to get creative.
Well, you've mentioned the holiday program, and I know that you run it, so tell us about it.
Well, the holiday program, Our Daily Bread has been running the holiday program
7 years.
7 years, oh wow. I've only been there, this is my second season, so 7 years is like, whoa. But what we do, we have a contract with the county to run this program. So all the social services agencies and departments will send their referrals into Our Daily Bread, and we are contracted to serve 3,000 families. And what we do, we partner with 16 other nonprofits that will either take families from our list, from the database, or they will share information to see if we're cross-checking or if we're serving some of the same clients, because there's a lot of organizations out there that are doing holiday assistance. And what we do, we take all those families and we match them up with a community-based organization, a corporation, or individual sponsor. So we're kind of like the
clearinghouse.
The clearinghouse.
Matchmaker.
Matchmaker type thing, yes, we do. So we match families up with individual sponsors. If someone wants to sponsor a family and go out and purchase the holiday meal and purchase gifts, we have sponsors do that. Or if we have virtual sponsors who want to help out, but they just can't go out and don't have the time to go out and shop for the family, they will send money into Our Daily Bread, and we'll gladly take those dollars and turn them into gift cards and send them out to the family so the family can have that independence to shop and still be a part of the holidays like everyone else in the community.
Now, if you're in the local community and you want to be a sponsor of a family, do you meet the family, or do you get a list that says, here's the family and they've got girls between 2 and 4 years old, or size this or that, and you just shop? And
where if you want to sponsor the family, there's a referring agent. There's a social worker who's been in contact with that family, and they put that information into our database, and we'll take that family, if let's say it's a family of 4, maybe 2 children, 2 adults, and there's someone out there in the community who wants to service a family in their particular area, 2 kids and 2 adults. We will send them that information. They can contact the family, get to know the family, meet the family, and discuss on how they will, meet to do the assistance. A lot of people like the hands-on to meet the family and see the smiles and get the warm, fuzzy feeling of helping the family out.
And using it as a learning experience too for their own children, to see how their there are people that are living without in their community.
And a lot of times when people sponsor someone, say if you live in the Alexandria area and say I want to sponsor someone in my area, a lot of times they're looking at their neighbors, someone who's maybe working in the grocery store where they shop, or where they go to the library. It could be someone in there. So it's people in your community that you're helping that on a daily basis you would not know that needed assistance. And during the holidays, if you think about what Lisa just talked about, having problems making ends meet. Well, in the holidays, that extra meal, that holiday meal, that turkey, that ham, or all those big things, that's not put into the budget of everyday meals.
Right. So you can sponsor, you can be a virtual sponsor. How else can people participate in the program?
And you can donate cash to Our Daily Bread.
Oh, you'll still take cash?
We do.
We'll take cash.
Our ideal is to get every family sponsored by a donor in the community. But for those families that are referred to us that are not adopted or sponsored, then we pool all the donations that we receive over the fall and purchase gift cards. And we purchase those at a good discount that we get through the food grocery stores, and then distribute those to the clients.
Okay. And then you have some event coming up in a day or two. Tomorrow? Next
Distributing.
day? You've got something called Wine in Wonderment, I read about?
Right.
What is that? Anytime it says wine, I want to know.
Well, at 2941, we are hosting a wine tasting event. And so 100% of the proceeds of the event will go towards families in the holiday program. So Our Daily Bread Board of Directors has sponsored the event, and so it should be great. We're almost sold out, so there's a few tickets left that people can purchase, but it's a really nice time. And if you haven't been to 2941 restaurant, we're in the Waterfall Room. It's beautiful.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
So people can contribute, particularly during the holiday seasons, but how can they participate in your work throughout the year?
There's lots of ways that people can participate. So if they have office skills, we love our office volunteers. So we've had volunteers that have been with us for years, and we really appreciate what they can bring. And then we have people can learn to be financial mentors, and or they can teach a class if they're comfortable already presenting. They can learn to teach a class. And then we also have other events. We just finished our Complete the Circle event. We had many people in the community do food drives, bring it to that event, and so there's lots of different ways. People can go onto our website, and we have a current web page that's dedicated to urgent needs or volunteers.
Okay, so why don't you give us your website?
It's www.odbfairfax.org.
Okay, ODB, Our Daily Bread, Fairfax.org is the number. Well, I want to thank both of you for coming tonight and taking the time out. I know this is an incredibly busy
she's the tired one.
But we appreciate it, and we hope that you have every success this holiday season.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.